took yourself aside now. And welcome to our YouTube channel. Yes, we're coming to you today live from the University of Sussex in Brighton. Yes, our Chevening journey has started already. It's been a really hectic 1 month. It's been 1 month for me. We arrived at different times.
Mine has not been. Mine beyond
almost 1 month. Yeah,
so
about 1 month, in the UK, and we've been trying to settle in, settle into the course, settle into the country, try to understand the people. Yes, we have been shocked by a lot of culture, which we shall share in subsequent episodes. But today we want to conclude the Chevening essay discussions. We've been talking about the essays, how to go about writing your Chevening essays for your application, and we've touched on leadership and course choice. So today I have with me, by the way, my name is Anu. Yeah, and I have with me today, what's your name?
Maya, of course.
What's your name?
Larry Shepherd.
Yeah.
Prince Larry Shepherd.
And we are the three of us are Cheveners. Prestigious Cheveners.
That's the word.
Okay, so we'll be talking about the networking essay today, and what's the other one? Networking and career plan essay today. So let me start with Landry.
Okay.
Would you like to talk to us about the networking essays? How do you think applicants that are watching this video?
Nobody's watching
this video.
Oh, yeah.
How do you think that applicants watching this video should go about answering their networking question for the Chevening application?
Thank you very much, Anu. And hello, guys. Just like I said, my name is Larry Shepherd, and I'm also one of the 3 Chevening scholars here at the University of Sussex. So basically, I would say for you to tackle the networking essay, you need to be able to demonstrate your ability to generate results from relationships that you currently have. Now, I think you should have either 1 or 2 concrete examples that shows how you have been able to leverage on relationships to implement social impact, to create a positive change in your office, in your community, in your church, for whatever place you have done something that relates to your application. So basically, in my own opinion, so when we talk about content, there is a space of structure too. So there are a lot of things we have done as a function of being in a relationship with someone. And when I mean relationship, it doesn't connote romantic. I mean friendship, family, business partners, and all that. So I just touched on the content. Now for the structure, one of the things I did was to bring to the table what networking means to me. And I remember stressing it emphatically that networking is just leveraging on long life relationships ahead of mere connections. You can be connected to someone, but it makes it long life when you have been able to generate results from this relationship. So have a storyline. If it is possible, have one. I used a very, of course, inspiring stories. That is why we are here. I use a very inspiring story that connects 4 different stories. Now, one single connection to generate 4 different results. You understand? I used only just one, but it shows how powerful it is. Yeah. So if you have just 1 example or 2 examples, just demonstrate how you met someone, and as a result of meeting that person, you use that connection to do something, and you are still using it, because the end point is how will you use this extensive and influential network of Chevening to catalyze change even after your year of being a scholar and translating to being a Chevener. So it is critical that you are able to show that if you become a part of the Chevening network, this is how you connect with people, and this is how you make change happen after the Chevening year.
I think that's really important, because it really resonates with my own networking essence too. Okay. Even though I didn't use a single storyline, but I was able to demonstrate how that being a part of different networks, has helped me, achieve a lot of the things that I've been able to achieve, and helps the work that I do, and how it has also helped me connect with other people like around the world that I would usually not meet.
Yeah.
But you know, whom we are interested in the same things and whom I can inspire as well to do something in their own country. And you know, it was also important to end by saying that with this skill as a Shibna, I won't have any issue mixing with people and you know also creating that ripple effect also in the Shibna network. And I think
you guys covered it.
Yeah.
Sure.
So to the next essay question. What is your career plan? Now I know that this can be a really challenging question to answer because you basically, I think you just have an idea of, okay, yeah, I want to be here in 5-10 years, but how do you plan to get there? What are the definite steps that you need to use to get there? So I think answering the career plan essay question is really, really critical, and I'd like for Maiwa to help us do justice to that.
Okay. Hi guys. Of course, my name is Maiwa again. About the career plan essay, I've had the opportunity to read a number of essays over the past 2-3 weeks, and I've seen the way people have communicated their big ideas, their tall dreams, and all of that. However, one thing I must say at this point is that for your career plan, you don't just say that when you come back you do this, you do that, you do like just list a long list of things that you hope to do immediately you get back to Nigeria. You must be able to show that you can do these things. So let me give you an example. So you say that you're going to the UK to study, immediately you come back, you would then use whatever you've learnt in, say, setting up a business or setting up an NGO or setting up something. Now the point is, if Chevening cannot see that you have started doing something as regards to this, even before you got the scholarship, your career plan will not be convincing. So, for example, if you had registered a business and you have a business plan that's already in motion, that once you go for this master's program and come back, you have where to fit in what you've learned, then that is a little bit more convincing than just saying that when you come back you start up a business. You have to. So whatever it is that you've started doing, make sure to connect your career plan to it, and of course to the course you're going to study. So for me, for example, now of course I know many people, when you have an opportunity like this, you expect that when you come back to Nigeria, your level has changed, you are now doing this or that one or all of that.
Well done.
As much as that is true, you should work based on what is available now. So if you come back with so much knowledge, into which system are you going to plug it? So for someone like me, I put it there that I'm going to return to my work. Of course, now I will have learnt a better way to do it, so I will do that. Then of course I will train people who do not have access to the kind of education I've had access to, on how to best deliver on this. And of course, just basic one thing is just clear that you must do. Number one, it's good to have tall dreams. Yes, have them and let them be there. But number two, make sure that your immediate plan when you're returning to Nigeria is realistic. So some people say that once they return, they'll collaborate with British government to do X, Y, and Z. If you come back and British government is not doing what you want to do, what happens? So you must have all of these things
covered.
Yes, and make sure that someone else listens to this or reads it, so that once they go through it, they say, guys,
scrutinize it.
This way they talk, I'm not convinced. So if you can convince yourself and convince someone, then maybe.
But I have a question though. So for people who, for instance, haven't already started doing what they plan to come back to do you understand? What kind of advice would you give them? Because some people might be making major switches from one career path to another. So what would you
Well, for people like that, of course, in this situation, of course, it's special. In this circumstance, you have to have stated, maybe in previous essays or even in this one, why you are making this switch, And if you are making this switch and you have a compelling story enough, it means that you know what you want to do immediately you return. So if you know what you want to do immediately you return, you are just going to state it and as convincing as possible. Of course, since you are convinced to make such a big decision, of course it should be easy for you to convince anybody that yes, this is the way to go.
And I think like he said, it's really key to share this career plan, maybe your trusted friends, people that will help you scrutinize it, because sometimes we don't see the mistakes in ourselves. And when you share it with people, they say, okay, I know this is what you're trying to say, but there's a better way to put it, or there's a better way to present it, or maybe you shouldn't think of it in this way. Maybe there's obviously always better ways to do things. So feel free to share, with your trusted friends. And I want to use this opportunity to say thank you to all the Chevening applicants that have sent. There are so many applications to the three of us. We have been editing non-stop for the past 3 weeks. Wow, there have been so many, lovely essays.
All of this will be gone.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It's been quite stressful, and I'm happy that a lot of you are quite understanding. To the fact that we have just moved in ourselves. Alright guys, so thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel.
Please do subscribe.
Like this video. Share.
We're gonna give you so many interesting updates from United Kingdom.
We can't wait to start sharing the fun stuff with you. We can't wait to start sharing the fun things with you guys. We have so much to share. So make sure you keep it locked down on this channel. Take care guys, and happy application writing. Bye. Bye.
Here we stand as a people with one song, with one voice. We're a nation. One heart, we're determined.